I've never known anyone or had anyone in class that has an allergy to it. It is possible. If you find that your skin is negatively reacting to it, take it off immediately. So I painted one thin layer where I want the mustache to be. I'm also going to paint a thin layer on top of my eyebrows where I'm going to add hair. And where I want those mutton chops. Don't make it too thick. It is possible to do spirit gum on top of just your skin, depending on the occasion. It's not a great idea to do spirit gum on top of just the cream makeup that hasn't been set with powder, because if the cream sweats off, then the spirit gum is going to sweat off with it. Wait a few minutes, seconds, for the spirit gum to dry a little and become tacky. If you were to try and glue something to it right now, it wouldn't stick. What you're going to try and glue to it. The Krylon kit comes with a little bit of crepe hair and some interesting vials that I'm actually not going to experiment with, because I know most of the people in my class are working with the Ben Nye kit, which means you're working with the crepe hair that I sent you home with. And if you didn't come in to get it, work out a time with me to come in and get it. Or order your own. This is called crepe hair. You can get it from Michael's in the doll supply section, and you can get it on Amazon. It's not very expensive. Some of it is made from wool. Most of it is made from synthetic wool. If you have a wool allergy, don't use the real wool one. It comes in a braid, and you can unbraid it and then cut it into pieces. You can use it curly if you want your beard to look really curly and textured, or you can iron it, which I'm going to use the ironed part for the mustache for sure, and I'm going to experiment with the curly parts for the mutton chops. So I've ironed this length of hair. You can experiment with mixing colors too if you've got multiple colors. The ones I've got now are this reddish and the blonde, but I'm going to stick with just the reddish. All right. Prepare to get a little bit messy. In fact, in order to prepare, I'm going to close up my cream colors because I'm done with them and I don't really want to get hair on them. So closing all those up, setting them aside for now. All right, so I've got this hair. I'm going to, how long do I want my mustache to be? I think at its longest, it's approximately 2 inches. So I'm going to cut a length like that. All right, let's start there. So I think I waited too long because I was explaining all that to y'all. Here I come on my lip, doesn't feel tacky at all. You know, live theater or a video that I haven't yet figured out how to edit. No biggie. If you wait too long and it dries up, then just put another layer and wait less time. Maybe I'll do each section one at a time. So let me wait a second for that to dry a little bit. So if I was just to glue it on like this, it wouldn't look like a mustache growing from my skin. So what you carefully want to do is glue the ends of the hair as if they were rooted to your face. So I've got this large chunk and I'm going to separate it out. I'm going to make it thinner. I'm actually going to make it quite a bit thinner. Great. Okay, right now, so it turns out for fresh new spirit gum, a few seconds is all it takes. So I'm going to press this into right above my lip. Oh yeah, fresh spirit gum. You can use your fingers, you can use the back of a paintbrush. Right now it's really long. I'm going to go back and trim some of it. Then I'm going to separate another layer so that it's very, very thin. And then on top of that layer, I'm going to press another layer in. Pressing the ends of the hair into the spirit gum. That might be enough. You can always go back and add more. Maybe I'll add more just in the middle there. Yeah, It feels like it's lost its stick, or I've put so much hair and I add a bit more hair. I'm going to add more spirit gum and then more hair. It's a fun transformation. I hope y'all have fun with this. I know I am. So I'm separating out the hair so it's thin. I'm going to press just the edges in. Okay. Now to style. In order to make it look like a handlebar mustache, I need these long edges to go this way. So you're just kind of manipulating the hair. Don't pull it out. Keep it glued in. Right now, I'm like estimating what I need to go on the sides. And the thinner the hair, the easier it will be to manipulate it. If it's really thick, it'll be difficult to get it to go in different ways. Now I'm going to trim this hair right over my lip, carefully with scissors. The sharper scissors, the better. So for yours, trim it to make it look however you want it to look. I'm going to make this a little bit thinner so that I have more control over it. And here's where it can get messy. I've got a pile of hair on my lap and on my windowsill. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. So to style, you could use hair products. What have I got nearby? Did I pull some pomade? Did I dream that I brought the pomade with me? Yeah, okay, I didn't bring it. If you have pomade or hairspray or mustache wax, maybe I've made this a bit too long to hold shape. That's pretty good. I think it would take some wax to curl it. Oh, maybe coconut oil would work. Let's try. I bet coconut oil will work. I often think I look like the Lorax when I have a mustache. Alright, let's talk brows. I'm going to do a fresh layer of spirit gum. And for the brows, I'm going to start with even shorter pieces. Bushy, exaggerated eyebrows can really add a lot to a character. Can really make it harder to take a character seriously. So I've got these pieces of hair, and I'm going to cut them to about 1/2 inch length. Letting the spirit gum dry just a little bit, then pressing the hair into it. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ideally pressing the hair just at the roots. Yes, that came out great. And then on the other side, if you have really wide or thick eyebrows, you might do 2 or 3 layers like I did with the mustache. But if not, you might be okay with 1 layer. I think 1 layer looks fine for my look. Ridiculous eyebrows. All right, for the mutton chops. So I've used all the pieces I had cut. I'm gonna cut some more 1/2 inch little pieces. Then I'm going to paint a layer of spirit gum right where I want the mutton chop to be. If you get spirit gum on your hair, your actual hair growing out of your head, it will wash out. So I'm taking those little chunks and not gluing it on exactly in a chunk, but spreading it out and then pressing it in layers. So a bottom layer, the next layer, then on top of that, pressing the root of the hair. And if the crepe hair color matches your natural hair color, you can blend it in to your existing sideburns. And I'm going to do the same on the other sideburn. Painting a thin layer of spirit gum, using the outline that I drew, cutting some 1/2-inch chunks of the hair, spreading it apart, pressing it in on the bottom layer, then the next layer up, pressing it in just at the roots, thin layer by thin layer. Oh yeah. So these same technique can work for a beard, a goatee, wherever you want the hair to be growing from. Let's add another little 1/2-inch layer. Oh, I said I was going to use some of the curly hair. Oh, too late now. But you're welcome to experiment. I ended up using all this is hair that I had ironed. So by layering it in layers, it looks like, ideally, it creates, oh, I didn't really have glue where my hair was. Let's take some of my actual hair. Yeah, that sideburn came out great. So it looks like it's growing from the face and then going outward. I do wish this was more of a handlebar. I'm gonna put a little bit more coconut oil in between my fingers. I think hair gel or mustache wax would keep it in place more. So there you have it. Now I'm ready to go on stage and perform masculinity. Also eccentricity. Maybe these eyebrows are a bit too long. Let me trim them. Oh, that happens too. Sometimes it falls off. See if you could press it back in, or if you need to put more spirit gum to press it in. Let's re-glue that part. There you go, Lorax. All right, so that's using crepe